Dejan, thanks for joining us from PSSA. You're the CEO there. Can you tell us a little bit about the academy?
Yes, thanks for inviting us here, and I saw here outside that this is a really good event that you are doing, guys. So first of all, congratulations for that.
Thanks for that.
And yes, we are happy to stay here with you and to share a little bit of our experience and of everything what we are doing, like a PSSA Basketball Academy here in Dubai. We started 3 years ago, actually, and at the moment we have only one sport, which is basketball, but this is our passion, this is our life, and basically from my side I can tell you I'm 43, but I'm 30 years here in basketball, 30 years, so this is almost 80% of my life, so this is a passion and this is a way of life type of how you're living, and that's why we also like to share the same feelings with the parents and with the kids and with everyone who is in our academy, that this is not just a matter of come and I don't know, book 1 hour and come and play basketball. Is much more than that, and we think that basketball also is not only about the game. Basketball can help you to develop different skills which you can use after that in the life. We have a lot of kids who, since they are with us, they grow and they learn a little bit more about discipline, about coming on time, punctuality, about the concept of sharing the things, because basketball is a team sport, about the things of teamwork, because then after that when they put these values on the real life, which is, let's say, school, they have a lot of much more success in that field, just because basketball. So I used to say that basketball is not only just a game, it's much more than that. And we are the academy who's pushing this way of thinking, that whoever comes to our academy, he will enjoy, he will have fun. We have really professional coaches and stuff. We will talk later about that. But definitely is about some social things that also we can help that kids develop their personality, and they get some values from the sport that they can use in their life.
Yeah, how often do you have students and athletes come down to you? How often do they train a week?
Of course, we have different kinds of kids, like always, and different kinds of athletes. First of all, we are working with all the ages, basically male and female, all the ages, from the 5 years old to adults, parents as well. We have also for them some different type of activities. And then, of course, there are the kids who are coming just with the goal to play basketball and have fun. Some other, like you said, athletes who are, let's say, want to be in the basketball something else, more professional. So for all of them, we have different kind of programs, different kind of activities, and our coaching staff is not only capable, also certificate to do all this different type of selection first, and then after that work. Because you know, in sports, in any sport, especially in basketball, which is one complicated sport because it's a lot of tactic and a lot of small details. It's not like a football and soccer, which is much easier to play everyone. Basketball, not everyone can play, because technique and so many details on it. But everything is a matter of time. I think that here in Dubai, it's a wrong thinking. Like I heard a lot of times before that it's Dubai, you don't have talented kids. No, this is not true. You have a lot of talented kids here, a lot of talented kids, but just you need to find them, and then once when you find them, you need to work properly with them in order that they get better. But we have, we will talk later about that, but we will have international exposures also. We have so many times that we are going with our teams internationally to States and to Europe to compete. And in the last year especially, we find out that we are not so far from the Europe, basketball-wise, because we selected good kids here, because we have different ages, different levels. But let's say that our best teams, the teams that we call Falcons, these teams we have from under 10 to under 18, these teams can compete easily against any other team in Europe, and that wasn't the case maybe 2 or 3 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, and you've obviously got a great group of coaches that are guiding these players. Can you give us a little bit of a background on them as well as yourself, because obviously you've been coaching a long time?
Exactly. Like we said before this interview, my background is coach. I'm a basketball coach. I feel like that. But anyway, in the last few years in this company, I need to step back or step on the side and do a lot of other things that company needs because we are growing. We have a lot of activities. We have a lot of different stuff and a lot of different projects going on. And definitely, I cannot be only the coach. I wish because this is my life and I've been coach all my life, but right now I'm not. But my background, I am originally from Sarajevo, Bosnia, and from 17 years old, I came to Spain and I lived there half of my life. And all my career I built in Spain, so I'm half Spanish and half Bosnian. And I was 11 years in the EuroLeague and the ACB level. This is the Spanish best league and the EuroLeague, European best league. I was there assistant coach in several teams. I was there manager and general manager as well. And then I came here 5 years ago and we set up this story with the PSSA. And to be honest, I'm really happy because I realized that basketball is so much bigger than one professional team. Because when you are coach, always your goal is to come to the professional team and be coach in NBA or in a EuroLeague. But I find my happiness and I find my way here in Dubai.
Developing juniors.
Helping juniors, helping the youth, growing with Dubai sports activities, growing with the kids, with the families, with the parents. I find myself, I find the place where I can share experience also, but also learn. So really happy to be here, and I can just say that PSSA, it's this let's say way of thinking of myself and all our coaches that we have, where we want to grow together, learn together with the kids, with the teachers, with the schools, with the parents as well, and to build basketball community here much bigger than it was before, because Dubai has a huge potential. Regarding all our other coaches, we have maybe this is the best part of our academy. I'm so honest and I will tell you everything what we are doing wrong and what we are doing good. But basically the best thing that we have in our company, in our academy, is coaching staff. We have coaches from several different backgrounds and countries. We have coaches from Lebanon, from Greece, from England, from Serbia, from Bosnia, from Spain, Arabic coaches as well, from Philippines and from India. So this is all around, let's say, Turkish as well. Sorry, we have one good Turkish coach. So we are talking about 11 or maybe 13 different nationalities. All of them, they have a professional background before. All of them, they was basketball players or coaches, professional-wise, and then they are here in Dubai. So yes, this is tough to find these people. It's tough to invest also in these people to come here. But then once they are here and you see the results and you see the kids how they are improving and how they are happy, then everything is worth it.
Yeah, and you did mention some international trips. What's the benefits of sending some of your teams over to play internationally?
Exactly. We are going to several different, let's say, destinations, but one of these is now in April. We are going to Spain in one of the most important international tournaments for youths in Europe. We were there last year, and that was funny because that was our first year that we are going to the Europe, because before that we went to States, to Las Vegas, and then we went to Spain last year in Barcelona, Girona. And we was afraid. We was a little bit concerned about our level, how that will go, because we are from Dubai and that Europe is too far from us level-wise. But then was our surprise that our kids can compete every game. Actually, we won under 14 competition. Fantastic. And we was in under 12. We was in the final. Yeah. So that was a huge experience for us, huge exposure. And then now we are bringing 3 teams there, under 12, under 14, and under 16. And definitely now we know that we are ready and we know that we can compete against all these teams that are from Europe. You know, the story in Europe, only difference is that the same age kids, for example, here 14 years old, there 14 years old, they are practicing every day. This is a difference. This is not because they are more talented than us, it's just that they practice every day. And here in our academy, science, 3 years ago when we started, 4 years ago, we started 1 session weekly, then we started 2 sessions weekly, and then the parents already start to complain, then we started 3 sessions weekly, and now we are in 4. Yeah. Now we are in 4, and we will put the fifth one, really soon, and we will go progressively, because we know that only way and only secret is work, nothing else. If you have a good coaching staff, this is excellent. If you have good facilities, it's okay. But if you have only one time weekly your session, you cannot do anything.
Yeah, and you mentioned facilities. What are the facilities that you've kind of got to use at your academy?
We have a lot of. We are working in more than 35 schools here in Dubai. We are working with different providers and different schools, but mainly, let's say that our main schools that everyone knows, especially is American School of Dubai. We are there. This is maybe the most important school in Dubai. After that, we are in several James schools, important schools, which is this one here in Sports City, James United School. We have here great results with a small number of the kids, but good basketball program. Then we are in the Dubai British School in Springs. For example, I'm just mentioning some key schools, North Anglia School here in the Hesse Street. So there are a lot of schools, definitely, and we are also working with the universities, not only with the schools, with the nurseries as well. And we now start with different type of programs like personal sessions, one-on-one session, which also is really important for each kid to develop the skills and technique. And then we have a lot of things for adults. And now we start with the fitness program for exclusively mother and fathers and parents, which I think that also is important to have something for them.
Yeah, and are there any upcoming events in the next few months to look forward to?
Yes, we are going to Spain in April. Like I said, this is more or less our bigger event internationally. We are competing in the Dubai Sport Council League with all our teams. This is a league that they set up last year together with the Jam Academy. It's some fantastic idea because we can compete and have regularly games here together with the other academies and the local clubs, which in Dubai is the only thing that we miss it is games, because we are going internationally not only to have exposure, it also is to have games, because here in Dubai the most difficult part of the things is that you cannot have a good level of the games. And this is the things that we are trying to change with this league, Dubai Sport Council League, which is already started. Then we have this internationally, we are going to Spain in April, and more or less until summer that will be just our normal programs. And then in summer we have a summer camps. We will go to Europe again with our kids and to States. So this is always something going on, but definitely our biggest project for the future is our warehouse, because like we said, locational wise, you said location, but you are always working with the schools, and you always have some middlemen here. And for us to develop a basketball program how we would like to do it, let's say like that, we need some open facilities like our facilities, and this is our next step. And hopefully in between 6 months and 8 months, I hope that we will have our own warehouse with the 4 different basketball courts, with some coffee shop there for parents, with all the facilities like a locker room, like a swimming pool, fitness, and everything. And that will be the next stage for our business and for our company and for basketball, because definitely that will be the only academy and company who has some open facilities, basketball-wise, for sure, in Dubai.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for coming in for a chat, Dejan. Appreciate it, and all the best for your tour to Spain in April.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
See you.